Namaste guys and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while again, but here, look, a new bookshelf. This is my whole new bookshelf and similar shelf is on the opposite side as well. So for this video again, we are going to be doing a book review that is for the book The Great Dig by Barry Maher. Yes, the name of the book sounds weird, but it's a really good book. So without any further delay, let's head on to the book review. Now The Great Dig by Barry follows the man Steve Dovsky, a very self-known, cynical, mysterious person who is nearly in his life typical emotional as well as financial as well as identity meltdown. He is smart but is running from the bad decisions of his life and somehow ends up in the quiet coastal town of the California. Now one night, this Steve gets into a violent situation involving a mysterious woman named Victoria Fairchild and a church which was abandoned. From there, things started spiraling very fast, both morally, spiritually, and even supernaturally. Now the whole narration of the story has been told from Steve's point of view, who is very sharp, critical, mainly self-critical, and most of the time dwelling in his own sorrows. Now, but as for me, the Steve's character was not very likable to the point that I would really be invested in his story, even though the story is all about him and his mysterious events that were happening around him. So the Steve's voice is actually very cynical, sometimes funny as well, but I did not feel connected to it most of the time. Might be because it has been set in this California town and the whole setting is more of an American style, which is totally absurd for me to say that. But the thing is that there was too many sexual themes around him and too many sexual comments that he was continuously making about the woman, and the whole book is mostly about that. So that irked me so much and did not like his character from the very start, and it at times also made me drop the book, even though it's a good book. Now, as for the character of Victoria Fairchild, she is also a very mysterious woman who suddenly was introduced in the book in a mysterious way, in which the Steve's kind of stole someone's identity and becomes Steve and someone else to be with her frankly and to enjoy some alone time and that abandoned church. But her character was actually very dubious from the start. And when I first started reading her character, I thought maybe she is like that only. She is actually a damsel in distress and running from someone, her husband and all. But as I kept on reading, her character literally shifted from one thing to another, then to another in a very smooth way. And that I really liked about this book. Now the genre of this book is like a mix of thriller, dark satire, plus part supernatural, as this whole The Great Dig is basically about a dark supernatural entity, that occult that will be introduced in the very end of the book, not even the start. That was something that also made me want to drop this book, because the pacing is very, very slow. If you are a really lover of slow pace, I'm a lover of slow pace, but not that slow pace. Was in the till the half of the book. In the middle of the book, actually, I was introduced to Victoria, and then it started to spike my interest to read further. So there is a very ambiguity in this whole book, but what I think that the plot around the book is actually quite good, and I would say you should give it a try if you are like a dark satire kind of person who loves part supernatural and who's a really a lover of slow pace. But for me, it was an okay read. I was not very I have not become a very big fan of this book, as well as I'm not I don't like this book, I won't recommend this book at all. There were also some parts in the books that kind of jump from one thing to another, that disrupted the flow of the book. But I really think that the first half of the book was not that good, and that the second half is what spiked my interest to read it further. If not, I would have dropped that book. But yeah, it's a really good book from the author side, and the great imagination of the plot, if it was executed very properly, as well as without so much ambiguity, and a structure was given to the whole plot. But as for the supernatural plot and supernatural plan, as well as how the author thought about this book, and how they executed, or not executed, how they thought about this whole plot and the storyline in their mind, I really liked this storyline. I really liked what was in the mind of the author, but I really think that it would have been a better on the pages as well. So I would really would recommend you to read this book if you're a lover of anti-heroes, if you like dark satire, supernatural, chaotic narrative style of genres, And if you don't mind being overly sexualized woman in the particular book at every other page, then I would think that you should give this book a try. So do let me know in the comment section if you have read this book or this book is in your TBR. And if you like straightforward books or some books that take risks and have chaotic narrative as well, do comment in the comment section. So goodbye to the next video.